that's a heck of an intro. This is Cyborg Justice from Nova Trade, a Western developer. You'll see a lot of on the Genesis, I feel. So you do need an unrestricted hypercam mode there, right? I'm tempted to just like scroll that in the background in this document that I have open just to block the rest of my screen. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna be jumping into this. But as you can see, this is a brawler whose plot is basically of RoboCop, and this is a real showcase of that Genesis sound, that farting robot sound, which I say I would love. I do like the way Genesis game sounds, generally speaking, but like, apparently what caused that is it has a similar like sample-based sound chip setup to the SNES, but a lot of people working with it didn't know that and thought that like the stuff that was on there as a demo when it was first sent to them was what the options were. So this very particular set of very odd instruments that everybody wound up using, and to different degrees of success. Anyway, part of what makes this interesting is at the start here, you get to customize your character a good bit. You can pick from various arms and torsos, which I'm not sure what this actually affects, if anything, or if this is just cosmetic. But who doesn't like big blocky robots? I'll show what they do. Or don't. Okay, fine. These actually matter a lot for now. But if I can remember the controls to this, okay, so first of all, this is an issue with this game, is stuff comes flying from off screen a lot. This is very important. I can't. There's some way when somebody is dead on the floor to just pick up parts of them and just like either throw them or just replace parts of your own body with theirs. Probably going to look at the manual now. That's across the room. Actually, I thought we'd be right off the stack and I could check it. But yeah, you can actually get killed by just, you know, eating people's torsos, essentially. I can remember how to do this. Nope. Not it. And you can also just, like, you know, take their arms, take their legs, and get whatever power associated with those. Those missiles are really rude. It's very awkward how there's, like, just 3 buttons and none of them are jump. I guess missiles are kind of because there's a hey, move already. We're gonna just poke you until you do, which is a little hostile compared to the standard. Here's a big blinking arrow. Oh, I don't see it. Nope. Okay. Well, if I can't figure it out, I'm gonna have a very bad time with these. Yes, this I remember being a thing. So I mentioned there's no jump button. There's some means of getting a running start and jumping over those pits, but it's very tricky. Let's see what happens if I die. You know, I am going to try to find the manual for as well as it's happening. I want to go at least a slightly fair shot. Let's see. Aha! Aha! And the case, I do not have the manual. I got this used. Anyway, I will give another shot, because that was barely anything. But, ooh, 4 letters, how weird. But yeah, I remember this game being really cool at the time, because the intro is kind of neat. The premise is kind of neat. You know, I'm just gonna go super normal. And the whole being able to like customize yourself on the fly by just like swiping parts of other people, that's just cool. But ultimately, this is an incredibly unfair brawler. Like, there's somebody did. And I'm not gonna get far if I can't figure this out either, but, you know. I'm not gonna get far. But I do remember, like, you have to have the instructions. The controls are... Okay, here we go. Yoink. Oh, lost it. So yeah, you can just, like, rip somebody's arm off and, then their other arm, then their torso if you were so inclined. Just, like, post-assemble them. You do with as you will. And that's cool, but then, like, there's the thing with the missiles that just come in and just, like, wreck you if you don't move on immediately. Or you can also, like, yeah, start putting them back together by kicking their legs up and then reassembling them. I think it's mainly in there for playing 2-player and want to, like, help a friend not die at the last second. Or you might be able to grab stuff off the ground and somebody's just, like, in pieces, but, like, if you want to get someone, his arm yanked off really strong, just, like, you accidentally kill them first, just, like, put them back together and then take it. Something like that. But yeah, the other thing about this game is, like, that pit that I died in, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen repeatedly. Because there's so many, like, incredibly precise jumps in a game that does not have an easy way to run or to jump. I think it'd be double tap, but no, it's not double tap. No time for experiment. Missiles are coming. Which only hit me, not them. Oh no. Yeah, so I'm terrible at this, but also it's just hard. The other thing is, I have gotten to the end of this game before. And the final boss in this game is the final boss from a Contra game. It's just a big wall that shoots lasers at you. And the thing is, if you're playing Contra and there's a big wall that shoots lasers at you, that's fine. You know, you hop around a couple of platforms and, like, lay down on the ground and shoot it a lot. This is a brawler. I take up half the screen. When there's a big wall that shoots lasers at you, There's just lasers filling the screen. And like 2 of them will kill you. So a lot of styler receptions with this one. I am not, as an adult, at all a fan of Cyborg Justice. But figured, I'll show it off a little.